Tonight's Showdown Game of the Week on My 32, brought to you by Bellin Health. Welcome to your healthiest life. Gallagher's Pizza, Italian food, Irish spirit. Lamers, the passenger professionals. Simon's Specialty Cheese. Experience the best of Wisconsin at Simon's Cheese, Little Shoe. McMahon's of Luxembourg. Cobus and Buses, family pride in every ride. And Gandrud Chevrolet, Wisconsin's #1 selling Chevrolet dealership.
From Nowak Family Field in Pere, Wisconsin, it's time for high school football. Tonight, the Sports Showdown Game of the Week features a rebirth rivalry as the West De Pere Phantoms have crossed the Fox River to face the De Pere Redbirds. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast. Alongside John Mino,
hello, Teddy.
I'm Ted Stefaniak. Rebirth of the rivalry. These two teams haven't faced each other since 2006.
Exactly. I'll tell you what, the Fox River isn't all that wide, but it's still one of those places that just seems to be a barrier between these two schools. But thank goodness we're playing football tonight.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun one. A lot of fans are expected. New stands here at De Pere. It's going to be a fun night.
Most beautiful stands that we've seen in a long time as far as the new construction. Just did a great job with it. Raining a little bit, I don't think that's going to be a factor. We have to talk to Cameron more about that. But these two teams both got off to a little bit of a slow start, but coming off tremendous wins last week.
Yeah, West De Pere not having the best of season so far this year. They used to be in the Bay Conference, now they're in the FRCC North, but things get even a little bit tougher for the Phantoms tonight because of their coaching staff.
Yeah, their head coach, Chris Greisen, is out with an illness tonight, so he will not be here. But I'll tell you what, West De Pere, one of those teams that has such a potent offense, and they're playing some tough defense. That's going to be interesting to see how that stacks up against this De Pere team that, had a phenomenal season last year, and they're trying to bounce back from some disappointing performances early in the year, but coming off one of their biggest wins in years, regular season win over Bayport, snapping that 38-game conference win streak.
Take a look at what these two teams did last week. West De Pere, an impressive win over Menasha. Good Menasha team. We saw them a few weeks ago, John.
Absolutely. We saw Menasha play a very tough physical football team. West De Pere just came out and played their best ball game of the season in that contest.
But the game everyone's talking about from last week, what De Pere did in their game against Bayport.
Absolutely. We talked about it a little bit in the pregame show, 38 game. Although they beat them last year, so that should count for a little something too, even though less of a season. And we are underway on a rainy night in De Pere.
Redbirds feel the kickoff and a little bit of slippage there in the hands and at about the 12-yard line.
Yeah, about the 12-yard line, Ted. We're walking onto the field before the ball game, and it's a beautiful new turf out there. But we were wondering what's going to happen if that forecast came true. And literally 3 minutes ago, there was a little drizzle, and now it's just a deluge out here, just pouring rain. Look at that. Wow, that's a shame to have to start a ball game like that.
Yeah, and it seems like it's the whole area that's going to be affected by this rain tonight. And like you said here, but it's a turf field, so you don't have to worry about the mud that we've had in the past. So it's De Pere wearing their black jerseys on offense for the first time tonight. 1st and 10 from their own 12-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to turn the corner around the 10 to the 20 and pushed out first down for the Redbirds.
Well, that was a great run, They like to throw the football, but Jack May took it that time.
Was had a heck of a season, 5'10", 160-pounder. He's a senior, did a nice job that time. But, they've got a great passing attack. They've got that veteran quarterback that started really young at Gabe Herman. He's 6'3", 210 pounds, has a great arm. But, you can see it right there. How do you throw a football? How do you catch a football in that kind of rain?
All of a sudden, you're changing up what you were planning to do when you walked into this game.
Absolutely.
Here, coached by Chad Michaelwitz in his 11th season with the Redbirds as their head coach. On the ground once again, fighting for some extra yardage there.
Devin
7-yard pickup.
He's their leading rusher. Did a nice job right there. Zimetch came into the ballgame as their leading rusher. 354 yards on the season, averaging 6.5 yards per carry. Scored 3 times.
West De Pere wearing those white uniforms tonight. Head coach is Chris Greisen in his second year as a head coach, but as we mentioned, not available tonight due to illness. So we wish him a speedy recovery. Keegan Wirtz acting as the head coach for the West De Pere Phantoms tonight. Little swing pass to the outside.
Well, it wasn't pretty, but it definitely got there. Accomplished what they wanted to accomplish, got it out there to Jack May. And I'll tell you what, you want a quarterback with really big, strong hands in a game like this. because that thing is just going to be a wet watermelon seed trying to throw it around.
Ball on the Redbird 39-yard line.
It's a nice drive for De Pere, actually.
Good start. Sitting at the 39-yard line. And Herman keeping himself. He's got some room.
He could go. One man to beat, and he will beat him. Wow.
Touchdown, Gabe Herman.
62-yard touchdown run for Gabe Herman. What a big play. What a big opening series for De Pere in front of this huge home crowd. And as I mentioned before, in torrential rainfall. Nothing fancy about that, just finds his blocker. Got a nice block there by number 22, Sean Colwell. That really sprung him. From there on out, it was a foot race, which the big quarterback wins.
So Jack Jorgensen on for the extra point. That might be a bit of an adventure today.
Wow, I would hate to be the holder, or I'd hate to be the center, I'd hate to be the holder, and I'd hate to be the kicker. Other than that, it'd be great to do this stuff.
You're in a great place right now, my friend.
Nice job by the holder that time.
And no problem for Jorgensen. The extra point is good, and the De Pere Redbirds looking good in their opening drive. They lead 7-0. We'll be back after this. So 7-0. Disregard the score stripe right now, having some gremlins in the truck tonight. So it is 7-0. De Pere leading West De Pere.
What an impressive drive. I mean, that was, every play was positive. Then the big 62-yard touchdown run with the quarterback. Nice kick, deep to the 2.
Drop it
and then
in
goes
the end
inbounds,
zone. Yeah.
into the end zone, rather. Yep.
So a touchback.
So we'll see what West De Pere brings to the party tonight. Yeah, they've got a great wide receiver.
Yeah, we'll take a look at their West De Pere offense. Duke Chauvel, 6 touchdowns on the season, 174 yards passing per game. Najee Mitchell, the go-to man on the ground with 8 rushing touchdowns. Langdon Norgard and Ryder Lesage, each with 20 receptions on the season. Hirth, Francis, Welsing, Coolidge, and Danon are the front 5 for the Phantoms. And the Phantoms will keep it on the ground for their first play from scrimmage.
Doesn't get much. Caleb Renard, number 5 for De Pere, comes up to make the quick tackle. There's Najee Mitchell with the carry for the Phantoms.
Take a look at the defense now for the De Pere Redbirds. The De Pere defense holding opponents to less than 12 points per game. Caleb Renard is the leading tackler. He and Brosig have a couple of sacks each. And Matt Ehrenholtz has a couple of picks. So a 2nd and 9 from the 21. To put a man in motion, that's Norgard.
Najee again with the carry.
And nothing there, maybe a yard, John.
That's about it. I'll tell you what, this De Pere defense is really coming up quick. Luke Brosig, number 33, coming up making the stop for the Redbirds. So a big 3rd and about 8. Deep in their own territory at the 23. Gosh, it was such a beautiful night up until kickoff, wasn't it, Ted?
Right at kickoff.
Right at kickoff it started.
We taped our pregame
show, got up and
just
with no problems,
before.
and then boom.
So to the air they go. That one I think was broken up. Did somebody get a hand up?
I think it was tipped,
Alexander,
to be honest with you, yeah. Yep.
I think Alexander got a fingertip on that.
Langdon Nordgaard, the intended receiver on that. Nordgaard, of course, a legendary name in athletics around here, men's and women's.
Not only in football, how about basketball?
Did they play that too?
Just a little bit. I think Jeff's number.
Jeff was a recruit as a quarterback in high school.
Really?
His dad, yeah. Like D1 schools.
So the punt here, West De Pere. This one's going to bounce at the 49.
Going to let it die.
So we will step away with De Pere leading West De Pere by 7. This is Showdown. Second offensive possession of the game for the Redbirds, who lead 7-0 with just under 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. And back to the ground they go. That should have been a 1, maybe 2 yard pickup. turned into a 7-yard pickup.
Yeah, that was a really nice pickup that time. Michael Alexander with the carry, gain of about 7.5.
Our Down and Distance is brought to you by Gallagher Chevrolet tonight. Find the right vehicle at the right value for your money. Complete inventory online at GallagherChevrolet.com.
Well, we were talking to the pregame, Teddy. We come off a big win like they had against Bayport. Sometimes during the course of the week you feel real good about yourself and come out a little bit flat. Not the case for De Pere early on in this ball game. Well, they didn't get much on that one, if anything.
Take a look at the De Pere offense tonight. Quarterback Gabe Herman. We got to know him already. Now 7 rushing touchdowns this season, including tonight's. He's got 8 passing touchdowns. Devin Koski, the leading rusher. Jack May is the go-to receiver, 18 receptions on the season. Left tackle Mike Salinas is the lone senior along that line, and he's a college prospect. They've been playing so well, and they've only got 1 senior.
Right, incredible. 3rd and 2. Big stand that time by the West De Pere defense. They needed a big play, and they got one that time. West De Pere really came up strong. Isaac Dennis coming up to lead the charge.
Yeah, let's take
number
a
9.
Quick look at that West De Pere defense. Jairese Goodman and Shane Kempen, the leading tacklers on the team so far this season. Breyer, Hillman, and Schmidt are the big guys up front. Sophomore Isaac Castor has a pick and a sack.
Breyer actually did a really nice job on that play. That was a huge stop right there for West De Pere.
Yep. And actually,
this isn't
Jairese not available tonight as well, so they're missing one of their leading tacklers.
This isn't come from deep behind type of weather. Wow, a high punt. Wow.
Fielded at the 10-yard line. So we'll step away at one more time here in the first quarter with De Pere leading the Phantoms by 7. So a defensive hold by West De Pere has got them the ball back, and on offense they go. That's going to be a first down.
Najee Mitchell once again, great hold. Nice job that time by the offensive line of West De Pere. They really stayed with their men. Watch this hole. They just blow that hole wide open. Najee's not touched until right about there when he got a hand on him. It tripped him up a little bit before being taken down for good by Jack Jorgensen.
Ball up to the 22-yard line. Mitchell again trying to turn the corner, and he does for 9 yards.
A little short of a first down, but again, nice burst. Taking it outside, very quick football player, taking that handoff, getting the burst in a hurry, 5'10", 175, just a junior. Did a nice job that time where he kind of feinted to the inside, made the defenders hesitate so he get half a step to get around that corner for a 2nd and 1.
Yeah, just a junior, but certainly a college prospect already. So a 2nd and 1. Mitchell looking for the first down, and he has it, and then some across the 40-yard line.
Got some nice blocking on the outside that time by the tight end, had a nice seal block. Again, giving him that corner. The runner like that, I mean, we've seen him run up the middle, but I'll tell you what, you give him that corner with those wheels that he has, he can shorten that field in a hurry.
First down, Phantoms.
Impressive drive so far for West De Pere.
Receivers split out to each side with Mitchell in the backfield. Straight up the gut. 1-yard pickup that time. De Pere was ready.
Yeah, they met the interior of the defensive line that time.
Mitchell the ball carrier.
Actually coming up, making a nice play once again is Luke Brozick, number 33, comes up quick. Made the initial contact. Gain of about 1.
2nd and 9.
Rain might be easing like a hair, huh, Ted? Just a little?
That's the way to be positive, John.
I know, right?
And the yard they got, they just lost.
That was about it. Big defensive play. I'll tell you what, this De Pere team, they can bring some kids up. They make some plays.
Jonathan Castor on the carry.
Colton Blahnik with the stop. Number 54, 5'11", 215. Senior defensive lineman.
Jonathan's dad is a freshman coach with the De Pere Phantoms.
I did not know that.
Yeah. A couple of sons.
I learn every game. I learn things from you. Every game. I'm gonna be so smart someday.
That through the fingertips. They were looking for Norgard that time.
Yeah, that's obviously it's a wet ball. 8 times out of 10, he probably would have put that one right there by the numbers. But it's just so hard to squeeze that football and get it to go. Look at that, just kind of, that's tough. Tough to get a good spiral. Norgard at 6'3" is a big target. He's had a heck of a season so far. He'll be a prospect.
Punting situation. So Joseph Joyner back on the field for the punt for West De Pere.
Good snap.
Joyner,
nice punt.
It'll back up the
off
the
fair
shoulder
catch
pads.
called.
It's loose.
Bounces off the helmet, picked up. He's going to take it in.
Shane Kempen picks it up and goes the distance. Touchdown Phantoms.
Shane Kempen, Johnny on the spot, but now I don't know if they can return that, Ted. I think it might be a dead ball. We've done a lot of games. We've never seen that happen before.
We have not seen that. And I tell you what, if you're going to get this call right, you got the right guy leading the officiating crew tonight. Tom Senecal, our head official tonight. And yeah, they're going to bring it back and it's going to be a first down. But off the shoulder pad, Kempen quickly picks it up. I'd be running too.
Oh, man. Well, I'll tell you what, you think about that. You're looking up. You've got this pouring rain in your face, in your eyes. That's tough duty.
Yeah, so take the points off the board for West De Pere as they go back to work on offense on the turnover. Mitchell.
Wow, what a big play by Mitchell. That should have been about 3 or 4 yard loss. At least. And he made something out of nothing there. Outstanding play by Mitchell.
8 yards, so that takes the ball down to the 31-yard line.
Best field position for West De Pere so far in the ball game.
Mitchell again, and this time they get their hands on him. They don't let him go.
Yeah, he was wrapped up that time. Nice job once again, but big number 54. He's made a couple of big plays back-to-back now. That's Colton Blahnik.
Kincaid and Stecker in on the tackle for the Redbirds.
Yeah, thought maybe he was going to lose a little bit of yardage there.
Right.
But forward progress got him back to the line of scrimmage, but that still brings up 3rd and 2.
Although I'd say it's 4 down territory.
Been waiting for that all week, haven't you?
Yeah. I'll use it once a game now, though. I don't know if you've noticed. I was hoping you did.
Kinda. So here we go, 3rd and 2. Mitchell dances on the left side. He's going to be really close, John. What do you got?
I think he's got it. What do you think?
They are looking at the spot here. This might be a measurement.
Yeah, I think it is. Nope, they're giving it to him.
They're going to say first down.
Boy, he's impressive though, Ted, isn't he? Didn't have much of a hole that time.
Well,
made that quick little move right there, kind of that sidestep, planted that left foot, saw the hole and went after it. Big first down.
So ball sitting on the 21-yard line with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Mitchell's in the backfield with Castor.
Fake play action.
Looking into the end zone, goes up top and tried to make a one-handed grab down there. Unable to haul it in. Paul Kirsten, good effort though.
Yeah, well covered though. That was good defense on the part of De Pere. Nobody was really wide open at all. Had a chance to put it in there, but again, a night like this with a wet football, that's asking an awful lot. Nice job of the play action. Just rolls really nice and a really nice coverage by De Pere that time. Number 24, Mason Stecker, staying right with him. Not fooled by the play action. So 2nd and 10 from the 21. Nordgaard goes wide to the left. Other than that, a tight formation.
Castor and Mitchell again in the backfield. Chauvel goes under center. This is Mitchell. Mitchell good for another 7 yards.
Yeah, again, Ted, the play was designed to take a little bit more over the left tackle. He had the lead blocker going that way. There was a hole there, but he saw that the De Pere defense was trending that way, that he made that quick cut coming back to the right side and picked up a lot more than he would have if he had actually gone where the play was called for. Right there where he made his little cut.
Yep. And they go.
Strong leg. Boy, he doesn't want to go down. So 3rd and 3, 2.5.
Sitting at the 14-yard line. That means they are inside the Gallagher's red zone. They go to the air, and that is incomplete. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, another one that just got away from him, just a little high. Cole Jeskowitz, the intended receiver that time. No, excuse me, that was Ryder Lesage, the intended receiver that time.
Gallagher's Pizza is tonight's Red Zone sponsor. Gallagher's Pizza, Italian food, Irish spirit. Now with locations in Swamico and De Pere, as well as 2 locations in Green Bay on Mason Street, West Mason Street, and Webster Avenue.
So 4th down, and he gets the 1st down. It's an impressive drive they've got going here, Teddy. Taking it deep. He had a nice lead block that time. They tossed it to him. He had the other running back. Watch the block coming up right there, number 21. That's who really sprung him. Nolan Matthews, 6'2", 180-pound ball player.
1st and goal.
And now looking at a 1st and goal sitting on the 8-yard line. Norgard again, split to the
fumble.
right this time, loose ball.
De Pere, I think, well, they had it at first. And they do have it.
Got it back. So, turnovers for each team here.
Right.
And that.
Big ones. That one hurts. Officials are talking about it.
So we'll keep it here.
Oh, okay.
And West De Pere will keep the ball. Let's take a look at the replay.
You know, I thought De Pere had it initially when it was on the ground. Right there, you can see the player, and then it pops out again.
Ball
and now
still
see where
loose.
it's still loose. Yeah, just kept squirting along.
So
Okay.
2nd and goal from the 8.
Big recovery.
Mitchell. And a great wrap up that time.
Yeah, tripped up nicely that time.
Yeah,
Coming
Alexander.
in, Mitchell Alexander.
Alexander with the tackle for the Redbirds.
So we're in the final minute of the 1st quarter. And I would say the rain is about half of what it was. I mean, it was so bad at first. It was incredible. I'd say it's about
You're
half.
wet now, though.
Yeah, everybody's wet. Everything's wet.
The ball's wet. The field's wet.
Where are you, like, waving to people in the stands, Teddy? Are you running for office or something?
They were looking for autographs from John Mino. I said the line forms behind the press box.
Right, exactly. By the pizza that we had tonight, which was very good, by the way.
Gallagher's Pizza. To the top, to the corner of the end zone. Norgard lays out for it, unable to pull it in.
Unable to pull it in because, once again, really nice coverage.
Aaron Holtz with the coverage.
De Pere doing a really nice job in their pass coverage. Take a look at this.
With the incompletion.
Staying right with
Bring
him.
up a 4th
Really
down.
nice job. Aaron Holtz, Matthew Aaron Holtz, with the assignment taking on Norgard. So field goal attempt for West De Pere.
This is Bryce Smith. 1 of 1 on field goals so far this season. 30-yard kick
I don't
is
think so. Oh, he
good.
did make it. Okay.
It is
Nice
good.
kick.
So 7-3. West De Pere is on the board with a field goal. First points of the game for the Phantoms. Hey, by the way, tonight's replays you're seeing tonight, instant replays brought to you by Simon's Cheese. Experience the best of Wisconsin at Simon's Cheese, Little Chute. So about 14 seconds.
Got a ball game
remaining.
going here, Teddy.
Well, we expected this. First time these two teams have played since 2006.
Which, and I understand realignment. I understand all those sorts of things and why they do it. But somehow, some way, this is too good of a rivalry to not play, to go 15 years without playing. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely.
I mean, this is one of the best.
I mean, but you're opening up a whole box.
I know I am, but
WIA
you know what?
realignment. And
I'm opening a whole can of
philosophy.
worms, but you know what? I used to sell night crawlers. So if anybody can do it, it's me. 2 cents a piece. Mine was night crawlers. Even had a sign. 2 cents. 2 cents.
2 cents a
piece.
crawler?
Now you know what it is? It's incredible. I might go back into the business.
All right. So
Short kick.
it's going to be fielded at the 22, drop for a moment, picked right back up.
I don't know if they intended that, but Micah Shout with the return. He was one of the deep men, but kind of like the least deep man, if that makes sense. I don't think it does. So I'll tell you what, De Pere looked just fantastic in their opening drive.
Redbirds begin on their 25-yard line.
See what they do here.
Redbirds.
Probably the last play of the first half. I even see some people putting their umbrellas away, Teddy. That's a good sign.
So from the 25.
Look
right
out!
up the middle.
One
and
man to beat, and he's going to do it.
pulling
Wow!
away. My goodness.
John Colwell, 75-yard burst in one play. He got through the line of scrimmage, and there was nobody downfield.
Just opening the distance on the sprint.
Wow. Some big plays here tonight for De Pere. Keeping it high and tight, had that one-man chase him, just couldn't make any ground. In fact, he gained distance as he went.
Well, some of Sean's family showed up early and made sure that we were aware of Sean tonight, and Sean just
Oh, really?
made sure
Oh, high snap.
we were aware.
Boy,
of
again, a
him.
great job getting the hold down. Really nice job.
Well, a big play to end the first quarter, and De Pere now leads 14-3. This is Showdown.
So a 62-yard touchdown run, Teddy, a 75-yard touchdown run for De Pere.
And De Pere kicking off to start this second quarter after that incredible 75-yard touchdown run by Sean Colwell.
Nice return.
Kickoff return.
Haji Mitchell and company are going to really have to get something going here now against this De Pere defense.
Well, West De Pere had to be feeling really good. They got the turnover.
Right.
Go down the field.
Right.
Put some points on the board against this very good De Pere team. And then first play from scrimmage, give up the big touchdown.
It hurt having to settle for that field goal. I mean, 3 is always nice, but in a ball game like this, I think that was a big factor. De Pere really stopping him down inside the 10-yard line. See what West De Pere has to offer. And a flag.
Flag on the play.
Well, with the rain letting up a little bit, Ted, and you mentioned that, the ball's still going to be wet and the field's going to be wet and all those sorts of things, but
5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
But West De Pere really hasn't had anything through the area, and that's one of their fortes, is the way they throw the football.
Well, you would think that's going to be a little bit tougher tonight, too. That rain, and now there's a little bit of wind starting to kick up
that
as
all
well.
of a sudden picked up, huh?
You noticed my notes flying
I
across the press
noticed
box?
everything flying, even your hair. It almost came off.
I get that a lot,
I know you do. What a big defensive play. Michael Alexander, number 6 for De Pere. Form tackle. That's what you teach in the first day of training camp and tackling drills.
No gain on the play.
Watch this. Perfect. Get the low leverage. Get that pad level down.
21-yard line. Second.
Drive him back.
15.
Finished off by Caleb Renard, number 5. Loss of about 4. Tell you what, I'm very impressed with this De Pere football team.
Doing a good job so far tonight. Leading by 11. Start of the second quarter. And there's that defense again.
Boy, I'll tell you what, they were led again by Renard. But those linebackers came in and just swarmed. Passing down, you'd have to think right now for West De Pere. Flag on the play. Right? Like kind of in the De Pere huddle? Okay. Looks like they're talking to the De Pere captains.
During the run, personal foul, face mask, defense, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Tell you what, you don't mess with that man in the white hat.
Tom Senecal.
You don't mess with that man in the white hat.
He's the best, isn't he?
You ain't darn right. Got one of my friends from the Copper Country out there officiating.
Yeah.
Been Houghton.
With the penalty going on the family.
Played football for one of the Negani legends, Jimmy Luma. Remember Jimmy?
I don't remember Jimmy.
Okay. All right. Well, if you have time, I'll tell you all about it.
Well, still an 11-point game, Joe.
Okay. I'm with you.
Early second quarter. Chauvel swings it out to Mitchell this time. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, it's amazing. Wherever we go, whatever town we're in, all the former folks from the Upper Peninsula,
they all make their way here to say hello.
They all come to find you, don't they?
Watch the good reaction once again for the defensive backs for for De Pere. Just coming up quick, doing a nice job. That time was Jack Jorgensen coming up to make the stop. Bring up a 2nd and 10. But you know what, Ted? They've got a completion there. You know, as a quarterback, like you played basketball all your life, you got to make that first shot. I don't care if it's a layup, whatever it is. See one go through the nets.
Got to have something good happen. And here's a burst up the middle, and Mitchell fighting for the first down. He's going to be really closer, might be just a tad shy.
Did he show some strength and some pop that time, huh? Had the little burst, put the shoulder down, inflicted the blow instead of taking it. Watch this. Boom. Bounces off, and he gets the first down. Big play. They needed that. But you're right, Ted. The wind, I mean, you see the flags out there. All of a sudden, this wind has just gone crazy.
Yeah, the rain is swirling. Not coming down as heavy as it was,
right.
But now
but you're right, it is swirling. Yep. Coming from the west.
Mitchell again.
Another nice run, gain of 5. Takes it across midfield. Kincaid in on the stop that time for De Pere. Boy, both teams with some quick running backs, huh, Ted?
Outstanding so far. And, you know, we've seen some bursts of speed from De Pere. You know that Mitchell's got that ability, too, if he can just break loose. But that, you know, you talk about this De Pere defense. Once they get you, they're not letting go.
Yeah, I haven't seen them miss any tackles yet. Very tenacious, very well schooled, very fundamental, very physical. I think I've covered all the varies. Oh! Again! De Pere, I'll tell you what, once again, Caleb Renard, number 5. Then he gets some help from number 20, Kobe Cullen.
Look at
some hard hitters.
That is the athletic trainer.
Right, to the far side.
And that tent just moved about 10 feet down the track.
Yeah, it's incredible, this wind, how it's picked up.
3rd down.
Big play, 3rd and 4. Look at that. Outstanding. Number 6 that time, Michael Alexander again, coming up to make the stop. What do you think, Ted? 4 down here, 4th and 2. 45-yard line.
They're staying on the field. Yep.
They didn't even hesitate.
No huddle. So from the De Pere 45, they need 3 yards to get a first down. Let's see, are they going to snap the ball? Or are they trying to draw them off sides? They'll snap it. The give is
got a hole
to Castor, and Castor has the first down. What a huge call.
Huge play that time. That was a big one. Got a nice block that time. Connor Horth, number 51, did a really nice job springing him that time. You know, I think if West De Pere is going to do things on the ground, also number 74 did a nice job. Chris Coolidge for West De Pere. Nice job blocking that time, springing him down to the 35-yard line.
Castor again. Tries to turn it upfield. Does. Has a first down. It takes 3 Redbirds to bring him down.
Hey, is she showing something all of a sudden, huh? Didn't get a lot of carries early on, but Jonathan Castor has gotten a bunch as of late. Doing a really nice job. He really fought hard for that first down. He did a great job. Look at that, breaking tackles, taking it downfield. 5'10", 175-pound senior. Tough fullback. Taking it all the way down to the 20. the first down. When that rain right in the face of the Westy Pere offense now, blowing in their face.
Back to Mitchell. Good for a couple yards.
Mitchell, the ball carrier.
This has been a long, time-consuming drive here for the
it certainly
Phantoms.
has been. There are going to be some bruised and battered bodies tomorrow morning. These guys are hitting. I'm telling you. Watch this De Pere defense. Again, it looks like he had a hole, and they are just coming up and smacking people. Swarming. Gain of about 1.5 yards.
That's Lesage in motion. Mitchell with the carry, first down, and inside the 10-yard line and inside the Gallagher's Pizza red zone.
Down to about the 7, again breaking some tackles. You know, one thing is when uniforms get wet, I mean, it's tougher to drag down as well. And I think that's happening a little bit here as well. Right there, right there, right there.
7-yard line.
So nice job. That's what a 1-2 combination they've got on the ground.
It's been a terrific drive so far. Phantoms trying to cap it off with some more points, trying to close the gap. Mitchell started left, turned it back upfield, good for 3 yards, takes it down to the 5.
Number 7, Brennan Kincaid, first man to make contact. Yeah, on the 5-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Unit 2 on the play. Brings up a
Second quarter kind of by in a hurry, inside 6 minutes to play.
They go with 3 receivers to the left.
First time we've seen trips to the left.
Mitchell flanks the side of Chauvold. Mitchell takes it, tries the right side down to the 1-yard line, and a 3rd and 1, or a 3rd and goal from the 1 coming up.
Another nice job on him making that quick cut. He does such a nice job. He'll be starting one way, and then when he plants that foot, he has such a nice burst. Looks that way, then plants, and boom! Does a really great job switching directions. It's almost like he lulls the defense to that right side, and then when they overcommit, he blasts it back the other way.
3rd and goal.
Quarterback under center.
Mitchell is in for the touchdown. Phantom's first touchdown of the game.
Big drive for Westy Pere. Wow. They had to find a way to answer the 75-yard touchdown run, and they did with a very lengthy drive of their own to take it in for the score, and they'll go for 1.
Bryce Smith on for the extra point.
So
All the
Smith
scores coming at this end.
for the extra point, and that is good. 14-10. West of Pere makes it a little bit closer. We'll be back after this timeout. The Lamers Bus Line needs you to bring our students to school this year. Earn high hourly wages and up to $1,800 in bonuses. Visit golamers.com/careers to apply.
Calling in Fazette deep for the Redbirds.
So 14-10. West of Pere still has the lead after the, or excuse me, De Pere has the lead over West of Pere after the Phantoms just scored.
Boy, go to grab a Gatorade and you're just all discombobulated, huh, Teddy? I'm back.
Well, the director was trying to say something to me.
Oh, okay, is that what it is?
Talking,
Blame it on the director.
I'm going to blame it on the director.
Yeah. I will say one thing, though. We had some great times in the old press box that had to be built maybe the, I don't know, 40s, 50s, the old press box here.
That was pretty small.
It was pretty small. And you were talking about one time we had William Henderson as our guest announcer.
Yes, the big Packer fullback.
255 pounds.
We were crammed in there.
Wedged so tight in that it was mind-boggling. It had a quaintness to it. And, you know, I love old school, but, man, is this press box absolutely gorgeous. And I'll tell you what, one of the great families of De Pere football, the Nowak family, Russ, and, of course, his son Drew, who was a great player and played in the NFL, are instrumental in getting this whole thing put together. Great return, very nice return that time. Tell you what, for a second, it looked like he had a chance to take it the distance. That was Grayson Fazette.
Hey, Bell and Titletown Bellin Health Titletown Sports Medicine and Orthopedics is proud to provide licensed athletic trainers for area schools and local athletes. Tonight, Janine Zemer and Abby Klicka are working the sidelines for West Appear. Thanks to Janine and Abby and all of the Bellin licensed athletic trainers who help keep our kids safe and in the game. Bellin Health, the official healthcare partner of Sports Showdown. 1st and 10 from the 36 as the Redbirds go back to work and across the 45-yard line.
Devin Koski close to a first down, might have it. Koski came into the ballgame as their leading rusher. And he does get the first down up to the 46.
You can't say enough about those licensed athletic trainers.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Janine, my kids went to West Appear, and so we got to know Janine, unfortunately, very well.
Yeah, you guys had some injury bugs, didn't you?
Yeah, but Janine and Bellin, just terrific.
So a big first down for De Pere. 4:21 left to play here in the first half. See if they can ring one up.
Looking for an answer here. Across the 50 and
wow, Koski
into
just
West Appear
drags people for a gain of about 8. Takes it over the 50-yard line.
Well, I think
4 minutes left to play here in the first half.
One of our cameras may have tipped over in the wind there, so we've lost the clock. The clock has gone out. It's our camera that's tipped over.
Things are blown around out here.
So just under 4 minutes to go in the
Bellin take down
first
their
half.
tent? So it was blowing around so much.
They
actually had to take down their tent.
Hopefully Janine and Abby are okay over there.
They were not happy that you made them stand out there like that. Wow, full dose
again
of Koski, and he's really answering. Another big gain of about 10, taking it down to the 37. You know what's strange, Ted? When you look up into the lights, okay, the rain is going from our left to our right. Then when you look at the flags, they're coming from our back across the field. You see that? Look at the rain up in the lights, how it's left and right, but then over there it's at our backs.
It's swirling. Is that what you would define as a swirl?
I'm saying that, yes.
And look at that West Appear defense swarming.
Big play that time of the defense. Isaac Castor, number 44. Making the initial hit on the running back.
Tonight's Showdown game is brought to you in part by McMahon's of Luxembourg. Quality furniture at reasonable prices. Where the best home for our furniture is yours.
Castor, 5'10", 175-pound sophomore linebacker. Nobody ever says sophomore.
I was going to say,
they used to say
you really
sophomore.
punched it. You really punched it. It sounded good.
Thank you.
2nd and 10 from the 37. And nowhere to go this time for Colwell.
Might not have been anywhere to go, but he sure made the most of it, didn't he? Holy cow, that could have been about a 7-yard loss. He loses about 1, maybe, but that was about as tough of a 1-yard loss as you'll find. Watch this. Watch how many times he gets bounced around here. Breaks that tackle.
1, 2,
stiff arm,
3.
another stiff arm. Breaks loose from that one.
4.
Look at it. Take doesn't
5.
go down. He never went down. So I said that's the best 1-yard loss run I've ever seen. So 3rd and 11. Inside 2 minutes to play in the first half.
Colwell, of course, that 75-yard touchdown run at the end of the first quarter.
He's going to keep it. It'll be close. He's got it.
Takes
big run.
Big hit, too, at the end of that play.
Big hit, big run. Make the stop that time. Nolan Matthews, number 22. But not before a big play by the quarterback. Taking it down. He's a big kid, Gabe Herman. He's had a great career. 6'3", 210 pounds. It's a big quarterback running around out there. Challenges up to the West Appear defense now to not give him another score before halftime. Inside a $1.50 left to play. Fake.
Herman again.
Herman again taken down pretty quick that time. West Appear defense is stiffening up. Kai Hillman, number 50. First man to get his arms on him.
This is a grinded out game. I mean,
it certainly is.
West Appear only had the ball for 1 drive in this quarter. Now, De Pere, with their only drive, trying to put some points on the board. But we are under a minute to play and ticking in the first half.
De Pere not in a big hurry. I'm a little bit surprised. with time winding down.
Well, each team still has all 3 timeouts if needed. 2nd down and 8.
See if he goes for the corner of the end zone.
Herman
on the bootleg. He'll be taken down for a huge loss. Back past the 30.
Yeah, I think they're going to say
did a big
forward progress
play,
at 30. They'll stop the clock now.
Wow. Shane Kempen, 6'1", 195-pound safety. Number 5 comes in and just does not buy the fake. Good stiff arm by Herman, but it didn't phase Kempen. Then he gets some help to bring him down. Big play by the West Pier defense that time.
Well, and certainly changed up the strategy for Coach Chad Michaelwitz.
Right. Get the ball back possibly, or at least, at the very least, not allow West Pier to get the ball back. So 3rd and 15.
And they stopped the clock.
Talked to Coach Michaelwitz before the ball game. It was good to see him.
Yeah, quite the turnaround with the program the last few years.
Absolutely, no question about it. Well, you know, a couple of years ago, they played a lot of really, really young kids. Really young. A lot of sophomores. And they're seniors now.
Well, but this offensive line, right? I mean, only one senior, so I mean, they've got some young.
They keep to. They're not afraid to play the young underclassmen.
Young kids and building for the future as well.
3rd down.
So 3rd and 18 from the 30.
Trips right, or trips left this time. Herman looks right, has
a
one
chance.
Man fighting.
Oh, nice
broken up.
play. What an outstanding defensive play that time.
Now they were looking for Grant Holhol.
Yep. Number 23, Thomas Walder. 6 foot. Junior. Just played that perfectly. Went up with the free hand, knocked it away. That was textbook defense. So 20 seconds left in the first half. 4th down, 18.
Yeah, I don't know if the
from
fans.
The 30.
I don't know if the student section from De Pere agrees with you.
In which way?
I think they were looking for a call.
Oh, I gotcha. I'm neutral.
You're neutral.
I'm Switzerland. You know that.
You're Switzerland.
I never take a side.
I don't know how many years I've known you. You are not Switzerland.
Okay, maybe not Switzerland.
Maybe not.
Some other passive country. Now De Pere calls the timeout. What do you do here, Teddy? I think honestly, I think I'd go for a pooch punt.
A pooch punt?
I'd go a pooch punt.
No,
or do you throw it deep in the end zone?
Hey, we're gonna. Okay, we're gonna keep it here. Okay, I thought we were gonna take a break. We're gonna stay here, so we have a chance to discuss.
No, I think they'll just go trips or something, just toss it up there. The rain again has really subsided. I mean, it really is 90% less than it was at its apex.
Yeah. I think you're taking a shot here.
No, I do too.
Yeah,
I do too.
Did you say pooch,
but you see, okay, now look at
punt?
all those. The wind is right now is going completely right across the field. So that means it's coming from the west. Right?
I'll go with that.
And the wind is coming from the north.
Swirling again? Are we swirling?
I'm not good with directions, I'll be honest with you.
Okay. So here we go. 4th and 18. And Herman,
looking
plenty
deep.
of time. Now steps up in the pocket. Throws it over the middle.
Open,
and that's going to be a first down.
First down. Wow.
First down. The clock will stop automatically because of the first down.
Move the chains. That was an outstanding play by the quarterback and by Anders Davidson. 5'10" wide receiver. What a big play. You know, once the quarterback left the pocket, all of a sudden things open up. He did a nice job of that time by not just throwing it up there for grabs, but when he broke the pocket, all of a sudden the defense broke down a little bit. And a nice touch getting, what a great catch. Going up, making that catch in the rain. So 9 seconds left, and they are on the 8.
8-yard line.
8-yard line.
First
Wow.
and goal from the 8 coming up, 9.3 seconds remaining. Now, we saw De Pere score in the last play of the first quarter.
Right.
Might they do it again here in the second quarter?
They might.
Hey, the
We
Down
shall
and
see.
Distance is brought to you by Gallagher Chevrolet. Our no hassle, no haggle philosophy means you get one low price always. Experience the difference at Gallagher Chevrolet.
You have to think 2 plays if you go into the air.
8-yard line, first and goal.
I can't imagine they'll run one on the ground at all from here. Not from the 8.
So Herman will set up in the shotgun. Right next to him is Colwell. The fake.
Play action.
Herman
Has a man.
drops it off to the 5. Reaches for the end zone.
Wow,
and
he
he's in.
got in. What a great
Touchdown
play.
to Pere.
What an incredible effort. Big Noah, number 87
Noah
out there,
Jean.
Noah Jean.
Touchdown.
With 1 second left, 1.6 seconds left. If they had stopped him, the half would have ended. Nice little dump off by the quarterback. Look at that reach. That's what did it. Wow. What a way to end the half for De Pere.
And the extra point is good by Jorgensen.
4th and 18. They get the first down. You have time. They had 1 play, because if that didn't get into the end zone, the clock would run out. What an incredible 2 plays for De Pere. That was incredible. And if you're West De Pere, you just have to be thinking to yourself, man, thought we're going into the locker room in a really close game.
Well, if you missed any of the action here, you can always check out the Sports Showdown, the dedicated Sports Showdown webpage. Did you know that, Johnny?
I did not.
All you have to do is
Now
go
I
to
know.
NBC26.com/Sports Showdown. Got the games all loaded up there for you. So sometime tomorrow morning, this game will be loaded and
Okay.
ready to view once
I
again.
will view it.
More Mino. That's what our motto is. More Mino.
Uh-huh.
But what a great football game so far tonight.
You bet. And that'll be the end of the first half right there. Great first half. Hope we have more to come.
Been a good one so far. 21-10 at the intermission. The De Pere Redbirds and the West De Pere Phantoms. We'll be back after this.
West De Pere Phantoms 10. Just a reminder, fans, we have concessions available on both the south end and north end. On the press box side.
Well, we just lost a minute of our content time.
And the seniors make a little noise.
21-10. It is De Pere leading West De Pere. Ted Stevaniak and John Mino with you. It is halftime, and you know, these two teams haven't faced each other since 2006. We're
Right.
certainly not disappointed with the way these two teams have performed so far.
And I'll tell you what, if you tuned in late, right before the game, it was beautiful. Then all of a sudden, right before kickoff, just a deluge. So we didn't know what kind of offenses we were going to see. Thought maybe just 3 yards in a puddle of rain. But instead, we've seen just some explosive plays and some extremely hard hitting. This has been a great first half of football. West De Pere, they're without their head coach tonight. He's ill, Chris Grayson. And I know Chris is sitting at home, and he has to be just chopping himself about what he would be saying in the locker room right now, because you got to get, if you're the West De Pere players, you got to get your chins off your chest, because you just gave up a touchdown after a 4th and 18, and then with 1 play left basically in the first half, you gave up the touchdown after playing a magnificent first half. So we'll see how the second half plays out.
Yeah, a lot of time left, an entire second half still to come. But hey, let's talk a little bit about what's going on with Showdown the next couple of
Absolutely.
weeks. How about this next week, John? Fond du Lac at Kimberly. It's one of the biggest games every year on our schedule.
Am I wrong that at least the last 2 games we've done have been overtime with those 2 teams?
Yeah, they've.
I mean, they're just those.
Yeah.
You want to talk about 2 teams that you hate to say it because you all want to be good sports. They don't like each other. I mean, they don't like each other. You will see some hard hitting in that ball game like you can't believe. Some of those games have been instant classics. Don't miss that one if you can't go to
that's
it.
next Friday at 7 o'clock right here on My 32. And then don't forget, in 2 weeks, the Pere fans, we've got you again as you take on Pulaski, and that could be a huge one.
Could be a huge game. We saw Pulaski earlier this year against Preble, looked really, really good, of course, running that single wing. That's going to be a great ball game between a couple of teams that have played sports against each other for how many years? I mean, great rivalries in every sport they play. That'll be a fun ball game.
Yeah, looking forward to that. So make sure you join us here in the next few weeks. And actually, it's only week 6, so we've got plenty to go.
Absolutely.
We've
got playoffs, we've got all kinds of things yet coming up.
All right, we're going to take another timeout. De Pere leading West De Pere 21-10. It is halftime, and this is Showdown. (21-10). It is De Pere leading West De Pere at halftime. A lot of explosive plays in this one, John. Let's get right to it.
Yeah, let's take a look at it. This was really early in the ball game, and I'll tell you what. You want to talk about making a statement? De Pere right here, a big quarterback of theirs, Gabe Herman, takes it 62 yards on the keeper. De Pere takes the early lead. They were explosive. This young man, Sean Colwell, 75-yard touchdown run. That was on first down, the first play of the series. It was 14-10 at that point. West De Pere would mount a comeback. This young man is just tough as nails. Najee Mitchell, look at him get it close, just pounds his way. Took 4 or 5 Redbirds to bring him down, and then why not? Najee Mitchell with the carry, take it in for the score. He had over 100 yards rushing in that first half, but the biggest plays of the ball game come here. 4th and 18, 20 seconds left. Just a huge play right there. Anders Davidson with the catch, and then rolling around Herman. Look at a little toss right there. Noah Jean stretches, gets it into the end zone. He was down before the ball came loose with 1.6 seconds left to play in the first half. That was huge, and that extended the margin. That you see right there at 21-10.
So De Pere with the lead, getting ready to start the second half. When we come back, we'll take a look at some of the stats from that first half. This is Showdown on My 32. Back at De Pere High School, taking a look at some of the stats here. John Herman, 4 of 5 through the air, 50 yards. Rushing-wise, he had 3 carries, 79 yards, had that big touchdown. Colwell also 3 carries, 73 yards, a touchdown. Koski, I know you really like Koski and what he's been doing, battling it out, 5 carries, 34 yards. Not a lot of passing from West De Pere's sideline. And that's 1 of 6 passing so far.
Right, and for no yards. We've talked about this before. Langdon Nordgaard is one of the top receivers you'll find in the area. 6'3", about 185 pounds. I mean, he's going to be a big-time recruit, and he has been held without a catch so far. But again, the rain is coming down so hard, it's unbelievable right now.
All right, we're going to take another break. When we come back, second half action between West De Pere and De Pere. 21-10. De Pere leads West De Pere as we get set to start the third quarter. And look at the rain coming back down, John.
What does this remind me of? What movie does this remind you of?
What movie?
What football movie does this remind you of?
There's a scene in Forrest Gump.
No, All the Right Moves, remember? Tom Cruise, All the Right Moves.
Yeah.
And they had the game won. It was raining like this, and they handed up to Salvucci. Remember Salvucci fumbles?
Sure. No fumble on this one as it's fielded at the 10-yard line for West De Pere and brought out across the 25-yard line, and West De Pere will have the ball to start the second half. Hey, no matter who you are, part of you is an athlete. Whether you're a student, a professional, or a recreational athlete, the Bell & Health Titletown Sports Medicine and Orthopedics team provides elite care for everybody. Bell & Health, the official healthcare partner of Sports Showdown.
First down.
So, first down, ball sitting on the 27-yard line for the Phantoms as they go back to work. Trailing by 11 points here and a good carry to start this third quarter.
What did Mitchell have? Over 100 yards rushing in that first half, right? I think about 103, I believe.
Mitchell 106 yards 106. On 21 carries.
Wow, so workhorse.
West De Pere averaging 5 yards a carry, but you look at what De Pere has done on the ground so far in this game. 14.2 yards per carry. I think that a lot
We've
of that
never
credit
done a
goes
in rain this heavy, have we? Ever?
Maybe when we were here.
Yeah, at De Pere. That's right.
Ago.
It turned into a mud bowl. Mitchell again. Yeah, Colin the Booth said that Menasha game. Remember that? Years ago, where the field was just complete mud. But remember the dance team went out and still performed flawlessly? I was so impressed with them. You got to be tough to be in a dance team.
Absolutely.
That's underrated.
And the band?
And the band, you bet.
Sounded great here for
cheerleaders, the whole thing.
So a 3rd and 1. No give
Quick
to
toss.
Mitchell. Mitchell,
Might
there's a
be
flag
a
on the
hold.
play.
He got a nice block over on the near side
He had
by Paul Kirsten.
enough on the carry for a first down, but we have to see what the flag's all about.
Flag came from over the far side.
What do you got?
Officials get
It's got to be
together.
brutal for those guys out there too, though, huh? By the way, Rod Kowalczyk honored at halftime tonight. Legendary gentleman, one of the all-time greats. No, they're calling off the flag.
There is no flag on the play. No flag on the play.
There's a little bit of wind on the field
A
now.
little bit. A little bit of.
Oh my goodness. Tom
There's
Senecal
a
again, our head official tonight.
Little bit of wind, says Teddy in the understatement of the night.
From the safety of the press box.
Don't you feel guilty almost being up here warm and dry?
Night in and night out.
I just feel so guilty. I really do. I want to be a sideline announcer these kind of
You
nights.
do?
Yeah.
We can make that happen.
Mitchell, the ball carrier.
So first down on a 30 ball.
Mitchell
on
with
the
a nice
38.
hold. I would have to use a lot of Aquanet. Remember the old Aquanet
I do.
in your anchoring days?
Did you use Aquanet?
All the time.
Gain 5 on the play.
Another nice hole. This offensive line's doing a nice job for Westy Pere. We're into a 2nd and 4.
2nd and 5 from the Phantoms' 43-yard line.
So again, with this rain right now, you're going to have to do it on the ground. Or the way DePere did with those little dump-off passes. Herman did a great job with those little touch passes, just popping them to his receivers.
Mitchell goes in motion. They look his way. Instead, they go underneath. First down, keeping the play alive. Looking
Ryder
for some
Sage
kind of
did a great
opening.
job
It was
that time.
Sage, yeah.
Really nice job.
Sage with the reception.
It's their biggest play through the air for the ball game.
Yeah, they've really struggled. Haven't had a lot of opportunities, just the 7th pass of the game.
But those are the kind of passes I was talking about.
Yeah.
Just those real short, little safe passes. That's about all you can do. They tried doing a couple of outs early in the ball game, and it just sailed. And it's not just the rain. I mean, it's that wind, too, and it's swirling. It's going in all different directions out here. I give these young athletes so much credit for how well they're playing in these conditions.
Mitchell, good for 5 yards.
Gain of 5. Offensive line has come out hard and strong here in the second half.
Well, they were talking about possibly a record crowd here tonight.
I think there was for a while,
Tackle.
and then it
Yeah,
got
good-
a little sparse.
Good buddy Gary Coppins letting us know. Thank you for broadcasting the game so I don't have to sit in the rain. Happy to help you out. Happy to help you out, Gary.
Well, we want to give our very best to Chris Grayson, head coach of West
Yes.
Pere, who's home ill tonight. Hope he's enjoying the broadcast.
Mitchell,
Mitchell again
Yeah.
for another first down.
he'll like
Tell you
that
what,
call.
What's that?
He'll like that call.
He'll like that call, and he'll like the way the offensive line has come out and decided, you know what, if we're going to win this ball game, it's going to be up to us. It can't be anything fancy anymore when it's raining like this. We just got to get down to the trenches and hunker down, get lower than the guys in the black shirts. That's what they've been doing. Trips to the left. Last time they did this, they ran to the right with Mitchell.
Mitchell is in the backfield with Chauvin. Mitchell takes it. He'll try right up the gut this time. Met
Another
at the line
big
of scrimmage.
Young man's had himself a ball game. Michael Alexander, 5'10", 185. Came up to make the hit. So a gain of about a yard.
32-yard line.
Talk about bragging rights, though, huh, Ted, for this whole DePere area, whoever wins this ball game?
And it's been building up for some time.
For some time, like 15 years.
Midway through the third quarter. And here's Mitchell dragged down by a
Nice
jersey
job.
from behind.
Tried to break that tackle, but Luke Brosick, who's had a big ball game, got enough of him to pull him down. for a bit of a loss, so now 3rd and 10
Loss of 1 on the
from the
play.
33. I think Mitchell was pretty much convinced he was going to break that tackle, but the old tearaway jersey just didn't tear away.
33-yard line, 3rd and 10.
Do you remember tearaway jerseys? Or are you too
I
young?
do.
You do remember them?
Earl Campbell and
Yeah, there you go. Johnny Musso. Remember Johnny Musso?
don't remember Johnny Musso.
Oh my gosh.
Mitchell
Nice hold,
again.
nice run.
And just
Short of the first down. Bring up a 4th and about 2. But again, they had a nice hole that time. Offensive line fired out. Kobe Cullen making the stop for Pere.
Along the River 25-yard line. 4th and 2.
Big play here for Pere. 4th and 2. And that rain and wind just continues. Just coming over in sheets.
They've converted on some big 4th downs already in this one. And
Mitchell,
they
big
do
hole.
again. Wow.
Tell you, offensive lineman that's doing a really nice job. Number 51 is doing a really nice job for Pere. Connor Horth, 6 foot, 225 pounder, junior, got himself another really nice block to spring the hole. And the first down.
And that wind and
Look at that rain.
Continue to
Incredible. And the wind just sheets.
13-yard line, 1st down.
So impressed with the way they're playing this football game.
6 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter. Sitting in the Gallagher's Pizza red zone. Mitchell again.
Tell you what, looked like he was going to be thrown for a loss possibly. Did another nice cut and got away.
Alexander in on the stop. Along with Renard.
So 2nd down and 8. And injured player on the field for Pere and for Pere.
Yep, they'll take a timeout to check on him, so we'll step away as well. You're watching Showdown.
Second down.
21 to 10, 5:31 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Pere has just been running this clock down, controlling the clock here in the 3rd quarter. This is Mitchell on the 2nd down, so it's going to bring up
got about 3
down.
or 4.
Yeah.
Got another nice block out there, number 21, Jonathan Castor, leading the way. So 3rd and 4. Right on the 7, looks like. Boy, it's just been a steady diet of Mitchell. How many carries is that from now, Ted? It's got to be high 20s?
Well, he had 21 in the first half.
Right. Said at least half a dozen here in the second half.
3rd and 4.
So 3rd and 4. Ball sitting on the 8-yard line. Can still pick up a first down without getting a touchdown. Schovold keeping himself, didn't get the first down. 4th down coming up.
Boy, it looked like he was going to have it, and then it just closed. Coming up again, number 30 for Pere. He's made a bunch of tackles. Glenn Madison came up 5'10", 185-pound defensive lineman. Watch this. Looked like he had a hole there, Ted. Was going to make the cut, and then boom, watch Madison come up and make that hit. Wow.
4th and 2.
Huge play here, 4th and 2 from the 5-yard line.
Give to Mitchell. Mitchell is in. Touchdown, Phantoms.
Why not give it to Mitchell, and why not run over that right side, because that offensive line is doing an outstanding job. That was a textbook example of run blocking during that entire drive. Got the seal block on the right side. Big number 62, I think it is, leads the way for Pere. That was a great, great drive. And what a way to make a statement coming out in the second half.
2nd touchdown of the game for Mitchell.
That was big. And they're going for 2.
They're going to go for 2 here.
Not going to make it.
Is to Eli Forseth.
First carry of the ball game.
So 21-16. Pere gets a little bit closer. And we'll step away. You're watching Showdown on My 32. Cobeson Buses is now hiring. Top pay for part-time work with flexible hours. Cobeson Buses, family pride in every ride.
Smith set to kick it off for the Phantoms.
Well, it's a little wet out there, a little moist. Hey, everyone's having a good time, though, if you're out there.
They're still having a good time. It wouldn't be bad if it was coming straight down, but it is coming down at about a 45-degree angle, right in the face of some of these players. Well, that was an impressive drive by West Pere. That was a statement drive that we're not going quietly into the rain and the night. And the ball down to the 30.
All right, we'll take one more timeout. You're watching Showdown. 1st and 10 from the 30 as Pere goes back to work on offense. Their first offensive possession of the second half.
Right, that was a long. Isaac Castor making the stop, number 44. With a host of others for West Pere. Also getting in there, number 50, Kai Hillman. Well, the 2 explosive plays for Pere. Actually, they had 3 explosive plays, the 2 long touchdown runs, and I think that 4th and 18 would be considered an explosive play because that was huge. That's what gave him the 21-10 cushion at halftime.
And before the play, whistle.
The play just seemed a little out of whack. Very few penalties tonight.
Is that our first movement along the line?
He's rethinking himself. What am I doing out here? I could be sitting at home, drinking some cocoa, watching those 2 guys.
You, sir, don't know Tom Senecal if you think he would rather be at home sipping cocoa.
I'm just saying. That's what I'm thinking. Just saying, Teddy.
3:08 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. It's been a heck of a game so far.
Really well played in horrific conditions.
Pere, after that penalty, looking at a 2nd and 15.
Oh, he swarmed.
Herman nowhere to go. And then throws it away here. But I think they're going to say before he threw the ball, forward progress was stopped.
Isaac Kastner, one of the guys getting in there once again. They just really smelled out this play in a hurry. Great defense on the part of West Pere that time. Shane Kempen, who had some big plays, getting in there on that one.
So
huge loss.
A loss of another 5 yards,
from their own 19-yard line. Kind of a dangerous spot for Pere right now.
I was going to say. You want to try to pick up a first down, but you cannot afford to throw something away here. And you got some ball hawks on that other side of the line. 3rd and 21. Oh, big hit.
They just shut that down. West Pere has come out and played outstanding. Isaac Dennis, number 9, with a big hit that time. 6'1", 200 pounds. Big hit. Also getting in there, number 36, Eli Forish.
4th down.
So 4th down. Tell you what, I would not want to be the punt returner on a night like this. Unbelievable rain, unbelievable winds. I'd raise my hand in the air and run away.
Well, that job belongs to Carter Schmidt right now.
Nice snap. Flag. Well, it would have been a beautiful punt, too. Wow. Illegal motion possibly against Pere.
Dead ball. Full start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
Well, if you can get that punt up into the jet stream.
Did you see that? That went up into the lights.
It went beyond the lights.
It went beyond the lights, actually. Into the darkness above the lights.
So back him up again. So 4th and 25. Ball now sitting on the 15-yard line. Jorgensen with the kick.
Another nice punt. Wow.
Blocked. Bounced at the 31 and then keeps rolling another 20 yards.
Line of scrimmage was the 15, Ted, to the 10. 75-yard punt.
That's pretty good.
Wow. That was incredible.
Well, we'll certainly take another look at this one on our Simons replay tonight. Simons Cheese. Tonight's instant replays are brought to you by our friends at Simons Cheese. Experience the best of Wisconsin at Simons Cheese. Little Shoot.
Boy, did that turn the field around, huh?
Boom.
Look at that. He kicked it from the 5.
Yeah, he drove that one a little bit more.
At the 10.
The first one he got higher, but that one.
That's just amazing. And you don't get credit for all of that because it's from the line of scrimmage, but that was just amazing.
1:33 to go in the third quarter as Mitchell begins this drive for the Phantoms.
Well, as we said before, Westy Pere just owned that first drive of the second half here. Let's see if they just have that same exact diet. It wasn't anything fancy, just finding some great blocking on the right-hand side. De Pere coaches sorting their team on. Moving down to the last minute of the third quarter.
And Mitchell again.
Mitchell, the ball carrier.
Not much there. Pere defenders, including Kobe Cullen, number 20, in on the stop.
Let's bring up a 3rd and 6. The down and distance tonight brought to you by Gandrud Chevrolet, Wisconsin's #1 selling Chevrolet dealership.
I think another player getting up limping, coming off the field. Looks like he's going to be okay. So 3rd and 3, actually, from the 17. Teddy, that was good pizza you shared with us tonight.
Well, Gallagher's Pizza.
There you go.
I tell you what, Kevin and the crew over at Gallagher's here in De Pere, delicious pizza. I think the crew enjoyed it.
I think they did.
So 3rd and 3 here.
He got it. Tell you what, the low snap bobbled, but another nice job by that workhorse. Mitchell with another carry and another first down.
By the way, Gallagher's also our red zone sponsor. Gallagher's also our red zone sponsor.
Yes. I think that was important for Westy Pere right there to get out of the shadow of their own end zone after that magnificent punt by Jack Jorgensen. This will be the last play, probably of the third quarter. Mitchell looking for the corner. Doesn't quite get it, but not many negative plays with him.
No.
Very few negative plays. That's the end of the third quarter.
21-16, De Pere leads West of Pere. It's a good one. 1 quarter to go. This is Showdown. Hey, don't forget to join us next Friday. Fond du Lac, Kimberly. Game starts at 7 o'clock right here on My 32. That'll be a great game, just like this one, John. Start of the fourth quarter with De Pere leading West De Pere 21-16. The Phantoms have the ball. The pitch to Mitchell. Mitchell looks left side, now comes back to the right side, fighting for the first down. He's got enough on the ground, but the flag might tack on a few more yards.
Yeah, you can see his head turn. He kind of has back to us, but you can see his head turn and the hand that was up underneath there. The referee right there dropped the flag immediately.
During the run, personal foul, face mask, defense, 15-yard penalty, first down.
I want to congratulate, I know we still have a lot of football left, but I'll tell you what, our crew out there in these elements, manning the cameras on the sidelines, they've done a tremendous job. Really staying with it. Yep, right there. That's a big one, wow. All the way up to the 46-yard line.
We've had some tough weather games so far this season. Our crew's been outstanding.
And you know what? The real bad weather hasn't come yet. Wait till November.
Edward, Devin, Will, Kat, Nara all on cameras tonight. Will's also on camera. So here's Mitchell again. That time, the Redbirds were ready.
Great job on defense by De Pere that time. Number 33, Luke Brosick. 6 foot, 185, senior linebacker, really stayed home. Just kind of the old rodeo wrestle kind of takedown right there.
Brosick, one of the top tacklers coming into this game.
I used to be a steer wrestler.
Steer wrestler?
Yeah, my rodeo days.
I'm not sure I believe you.
Yeah. Look it up.
A 2nd and 11. Mitchell again.
Another nice job on defense by De Pere. Now they're bringing it strong. That was Brennan Kincaid, number 7. He's had a bunch of tackles tonight. 5'11", 187. He's only a junior. Tell you what, this De Pere team is just loaded with 11s and 10s when you look through that roster. 3rd and 8, 47-yard line.
Schovold and Mitchell with a quick word before the snap. Schovold wants to go to the air, that's too high.
He's looking for Norgard, just got away from him once again. As soon as it left his hands, you could see he was overshooting his receiver. Just sailed high and wide.
The incompletion will bring up a
So a fourth
right
down.
there, as soon as it just didn't come out of his hand well.
Well, yeah,
Didn't have a chance.
with the wind and the rain.
Wind and rain and soaking football, you bet. So a big stand. That was a big defensive stand for De Pere.
And you know what? The thing, Schovold has played very well in the passing game this season. I mean, came in with nearly 700 yards passing. Just hasn't been able to get on track due to the conditions tonight and that De Pere defense. Here's the punt. Bounces at the 19 and will go out of bounds.
At about the 16.
We'll step away. You're watching Showdown on My32. So De Pere gets the ball back, 10-13 remaining in the game. They've got a 5-point lead. Starting on their own 17.
Not much going there. Handed off to a young man that hasn't run a lot tonight, Devin Koski, who came into the ballgame as their leading rusher. And he was taken down by a host of Phantom defenders. No gain right at the line of scrimmage. Stays at the 17-yard line. You know, if you're De Pere, you have to be saying to yourself, man, do one of those, 7 or 8 minute drives to just kill this clock and not give West De Pere too much of a chance. I'm sure the West De Pere defenders are thinking the same thing. Get that ball back. Berman's keeping it himself. Fumble.
Ball is loose, and it looks like West De Pere has it. We'll wait for the official
wow, that
signal.
thing got popped out of there.
They've got it.
That is big. Let's see who pops it out. He's coming around the left side. Gets knocked out 44. Does a nice job that time. Isaac Caster knocks it out as he takes him down.
And Isaac, just a sophomore, another one of those 10s you were talking about.
Right, absolutely. Lots of 10s and 11s.
So a huge turnover and an opportunity now for the Phantoms. Still trailing by 5 with 9:27 remaining in the game. Mitchell goes back to work.
Just the bread and butter there. Gain of about 3. To about the 17-yard line. But yeah, De Pere had to be thinking to himself, let's just move the chains, move the chains, move the chains.
Second down.
Got any other scores, Teddy?
Keeping an eye on another big one here, the FRCC North, Bayport and Pulaski. Tell you about that in a second. Here's Mitchell. And Mitchell pick up 2 or 3 on that play.
Takes it to about the 14-yard line.
So they just started the fourth quarter. Pulaski and Bayport scoreless.
Wow. Okay, and you know what? And that says something about how well these two teams are playing tonight in these conditions. Just outstanding. That was the first real miscue. But that was actually great defensive play, too. It wasn't a bad offensive play. It was just a really nice defensive play. 3rd and 6. Mitchell. Taken down. Big defensive stop, number 34. Aiden Hill making the stop that time. Aiden Hill makes a great play. Look at that pursuit, number 34. Mitchell tried making his cutback, and instead he cut right back into Aiden Hill, 5'11", 170-pound, junior linebacker. So 4th and 5 from the 15, actually about the 14. Timeout called by West De Pere. Probably a good timeout. Talk this one over. It's a huge play.
Yep, we'll step away as well. You're watching Showdown on My32. Big game here, 7:36 to go. Take a look at the FRCC North. You take a look at the FRCC North standings right now. Pulaski and Bayport playing each other right now. No score on that one, but you can see where De Pere knocked off Bayport last week.
Right.
De Pere's a big fan of Bayport tonight. If Bayport can knock off Pulaski tonight, there's going to be a 3-way tie for first. So 4th and 5 for the Phantoms in the Gallagher's Pizza red zone.
He gets it to him for the first down. Nice little rollout, nice little dump off. Riderless Sage with the reception for West De Pere, taking it down to the 5-yard line. That's the best ball the quarterback's thrown tonight. Did a real nice job that time.
So a 1st and goal coming up from the 5-yard line.
First down.
Chauvel takes a snap.
Fumble.
Loose ball. Who's got it?
I think De Pere does.
They do.
What a turnaround. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Is this a game? The De Pere student section hasn't packed up and gone home. Take another look at it, Teddy. The exchange was fine, but just pops loose
out
in the middle of the pile.
7:07 remaining.
One more look. Where's it come loose? Yeah, right there. And a nice job of jumping on for De Pere. 7:07 left to go in the game.
So the Redbirds have some work to do here, deep in their own territory. Had the man open they were looking for.
I'll tell you what, if he had gotten that, Noah Jean, he was gone. He was gone.
He's already got one touchdown tonight. He may have been looking at his second one.
Nobody around him. But again, you see that rain coming into the face of the quarterback. They must have been saving that play. They must have seen the defense. They thought if we see that defense, we're popping this play.
But the incomplete pass stops the clock at
Sure does.
7:02. 2nd and 10. Ball sitting on De Pere's 5-yard line. And the give is to Koski.
Big run, big first down. Taken up to the 17. Big run. Some nice blocking, some hard running by Koski.
Well, we talked about his hard running in the first half. Didn't have a lot of yards, but had the most carries of any of the Redbird carriers.
That was a big, tough, strong run. Came into the ball game, 354 yards rushing, averaging 6.5 yards per carry, 3 touchdowns. That was a huge first down for De Pere.
Now just trying to keep that clock moving. Up the middle again. Koski to be shy of the first down.
To another first down, just a little short. Take it up to about the 28. De Pere tries to hang on. Boy, you got to wrap up that football when it's like that. That thing has to be so slick.
Each team has had some turnovers tonight.
Right.
So.
But again, I'm going to say it again, I'm so impressed with both teams, how well they played in these conditions. Very few weather-related miscues.
6 minutes to go in the game. And Herman.
It's a big, strong runner. That is a big, strong runner.
And another first down.
First down.
Yep.
Just calling his own number, trying to run this clock. 5:52 left to play in the ball game.
West De Pere still has 2 timeouts remaining. De Pere has all of theirs. But they've got the lead right now, the ball and the momentum.
Yeah, they do. That was a huge swing to get that momentum back their way. West De Pere defense has to just hunker down and get a stop. Can't afford too many more first downs.
Stopper, a turnover. 5:25 to go in the game.
Koski again. Taken down after a gain of about 1. West De Pere, one eye on De Pere, one eye on the clock. As that clock keeps ticking.
After tonight, De Pere looking at a game against Notre Dame, then at Pulaski, then Preble to wrap up the season.
And playoff bound.
Absolutely. West Pierre's got some work to do to get into the playoffs. They've got Pulaski next week, Preble, and then Southwest to wrap up the regular season. 4:45 to go in the game. This is a 2nd and 9 from the 37. Herman over the top.
Well, they tried that play again, basically, and it worked for the first down. Gutsy call. Wow. And this time, the big tight end who made that huge play at the end of the first half, Noah Jean, 6'3", 190-pound junior tight end, does a great job of hanging on. Nice job by the quarterback, almost like the old-fashioned jump pass type of thing. As the rain keeps coming down.
Well, these passes are not pretty looking tonight, but that one got the job done.
That's right. They're functional. That's all you need.
So ball on the 48, some movement along the line, no flag. And the give is to Colwell.
Nice carry that time, you bet. Colwell hasn't had a lot of carries, 5'8", 180. He's a senior, really wrapped up that time. Picked up a very nice gain for first down. Gain of about 7. Inside 4 minutes to play. Pere would be more than happy to simply have about 5 more plays like that. West Pere defense really needs to get it going right now. Or they have to start actually looking at possibly stopping the clock pretty soon. Shift in the backfield. And he's got another first down. Another tough run. Tell you what, they've got about a 3-headed monster. Sean Colwell again that time with the carry, and he picks up the first down, moving the sticks.
Well, and if you're
getting a fresh 4 downs.
If you're West Pere, you got to start thinking about using those
timeouts.
That's what I said.
Yep. If you had been listening, I just said
They've
that.
got two timeouts left. I really can't hear a thing you're saying.
I know, you got a lot of stuff going on.
And a non-functional headset.
It's okay. Yeah. So first
3
down
minutes.
41. This has been a big drive. Taking lots of time in the huddle with the clock winding down.
Yeah, and Pere might end up taking a timeout here.
Yeah, they're going to get a delay if they don't. They're going to have to, and they do.
So timeout on the field. Will step away. You're watching Showdown on My 32. 2:46 remaining. And Pere with a 5-point lead and the ball. They took that last time out, John, just to, I guess, just kind of make sure everyone's on the same page.
Absolutely, basically just reminding everybody, you keep that ball high and tight, you put 2 arms around it, no dumb penalties, no jumping, no holding, nothing like that, and just keep moving forward. And as we said, West Pere actually has to start thinking not only stopping the clock, but just going for that football now.
Yeah, each team with 2 timeouts remaining. So Herman from the shotgun. Handoff. Good for
Colwell's
3 yards.
been a fighter here in the second half, hasn't he? Doesn't gain much, but he never loses either. Now a timeout called by West Pere with 2:37 left.
Well, that first half, remember, Colwell had that terrific run, 75 yards.
That was just outstanding.
The last play of the first quarter.
Literally untouched.
So again, don't forget to join us next Friday night. Big game. A lot of people circle this matchup every year. Fond du Lac and Kimberly reuniting on the field. As
2 heavyweights,
oh,
man.
My
just
goodness.
A slugfest every single time. And just a slugfest.
And last spring, Fond du Lac put a pretty good, pretty big numbers against Kimberly in the final game of the year. So we'll see how the 2 come out this year.
I'm still tempted to do for that game. Remember Coach Jones from Kimberly?
I know
gave
exactly
us some guff a couple of weeks ago. He said we were dressed exactly like Appleton North coaches.
And we were.
Yeah.
Not on purpose.
Yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is, I think I might show up in his ensemble of the gray shorts, the gray hoodie, and the white visor.
Don't forget the visor.
Don't be surprised if I do.
I'm looking forward to that. Next Friday at 7 o'clock. Back to work, the Redbirds go.
Just keeps moving it. Colwell does. Another nice run, another nice gain. Another timeout by West Pere with 2.5 left to play. So now when you're losing your losing your timeouts, you got to try to pop that ball up. That's all that's left right now. Hold the guy up, and one guy hold him up, one guy try to pop it out, and see what happens.
Yep. West Pere out of timeouts, and a 3rd and 3 coming up.
Yeah, let's take another look at that fumble, Teddy, where this did all start. As West Pere was in great position, driving down, hand off to their bread and butter player, Mitchell, and it just gets popped out on the tackle from behind. And the big recovery by the guys in the black shirts.
Oh, and Mitchell had
number 30.
Mitchell's had such a great game.
Great game. Glenn Madison, number 30, was the man from behind that popped it out.
So back to action. 2:31 to go. 3rd and 3. And fighting for the first
second
down.
effort got him the first down, I believe. Or did he? It seemed like he had the surge. All right, this one's real close. We haven't had the chains come out yet, but it might be the first time tonight.
And they will.
They will measure this one.
Yeah. Make sure. Well,
you know, when these guys run out, you see the chain dragging, you see the water just coming up from the turf as they run along.
What do we got here? It is going to be, oh my goodness.
I don't know.
It is that close.
First down, wow.
By the hair of the nose of the ball.
Oh my Lord. That's about as close of a measurement as ever seen. Holy cow.
But a huge.
I mean, they still would have gone for it on 4th down.
Yeah.
But still, to get it like that, incredible. So 2:18 to go, and again, Colwell, he gets taken down from behind, which is dangerous. Get that hand in there, knock that ball loose. Did West Pere use all of their timeouts, Ted?
Yes.
Okay.
West Pere is out of timeouts.
So that's going to do it.
They can't stop the clock.
Okay. What a ball game. I'm telling you, this was a great ball game in unbelievable conditions. Give both teams all the credit in the world for how hard they played, how efficient they played. Great football game.
And unless something bizarre happens here,
right,
on an exchange.
Timeout called by Pere once again, just to probably put it in the victory formation and do what they have to do.
Timeout Pere.
But
tell you what, talk about going into a season, and your Pere that was really down in the daubers a couple of years back, and you look at the season, or you look at the schedule heading into the season, you see, well, we've got Bayport and West Pere back-to-back in the middle of the season. How formidable does that look in, June? And then here they are. They're going to knock off Bayport and West Pere in back-to-back weekends.
Well, and putting themselves into position to win a conference championship.
Right.
You see
there's their schedule. Yep.
Notre Dame coming up next week, and Pulaski. We're going to have that game against Pulaski. And who knows? I mean, that might be for the conference championship.
For the championship. You're right. Wow.
Just the way we scheduled it.
Nice job, schedule maker. Right. Yeah. You weren't saying that last week.
There's a lot. There's a lot of football left between now and then. That's for sure. So victory formation for the Redbirds, who are going to improve to 5-1 on the season. West Pere will drop to 2-4.
That's a pretty good-looking 2-4 football team, though. I will say that. Holy cow. And again, the weather did take away one of their strengths, the passing game tonight. But I don't think they're going to make any excuses because it was a slugfest. They stood toe-to-toe. Both teams had a chance early on and just turned out to be a great night of football and in some of the toughest conditions I've ever seen.
Yeah, and West Pere, you mentioned 2-4, but they've got some work to do.
Right.
If they're going to get into the playoffs, and you got to play Pulaski next week.
And that Pulaski team is tough. We saw them against Preble. That's a tough, physical football team. And they run that single wing formation offense, which is really tough.
But again, look at the job that Chad Michaelowicz has done with this Pere team.
All the credit in the world, you bet. That coaching staff did a great job.
Really has his team playing well the last couple of years, and now in position heading into the last 3 weeks of the season.
I mean,
to
they
fight
were
for a
really
conference
down
title.
a few years ago.
Yeah.
They were really hurting.
Yep.
So that's it. Student section never left. They're going to be starting the bus or whatever, right, Ted? Is that what they do? Or don't they do that anymore?
I don't know if they do that at the end of the game.
Okay.
But I tell you what, first time these two teams have met since 2006 in the renewal of the rivalry. The first game back belongs to De Pere, 21-16. We'll come back, show you some of the highlights in this one, get you ready for next week. You're watching Showdown.
Let's ring that bell.
Hey, don't forget to stick around for My News at 9. The NBC 26 news team takes an in-depth look at the day's news along with the positive things going on in our community. My News at 9 coming up tonight on My 32. That'll start at 9:30 tonight due to the high school football game tonight. Then don't forget to tune over to NBC 26 tonight. Of course, Brandon Kennard will have all your local highlights, including highlights from this terrific game between West De Pere and De Pere, where the Redbirds come away with a 21-16 win over the Phantoms of West De Pere. First time these two teams have played since 2006, John. They certainly didn't disappoint in this one.
Certainly didn't. I know the bragging rights go to the East Siders, but I'll tell you what, those people on the West Siders have to be proud of with the way their team played tonight. Again, not to belabor the point, but horrific conditions. Both teams played magnificent football for those conditions. Coaching staffs, players, great jobs, congratulations. Early on, it looked like it was going to be just a slugfest, but that young man, Mr. Mitchell for West De Pere, what an outstanding player. Over 30 carries tonight. Najee Mitchell just was the workhorse for that football team. Fortunately for him and for his teammates, that fumble late in the ball game as they were close gave De Pere the football, and De Pere, they just weren't going to give it back. The big quarterback called his own number, 6'3", 210 pounds, Gabe Herman. He just takes it right up the middle, and then a big play right there. The nice little jump pass, one you don't see very often anymore. Noah Jean with the reception. And there you go. That was a big play right there that made it 4th and 1, and they got it by that much. Incredible how tight that was. Again, it would have only been 4th down, so they would have still had a chance, but great ball game, great performance by both teams.
Yep, and don't forget, we've got another great one coming up next week. It's Fond du Lac at Kimberly. Oh, there are so many great memories of past matchups between these two, and we're looking forward to another great one next Friday night in Kimberly.
Doesn't get much better than that matchup in the state of Wisconsin.
Yeah,
I'm serious.
Cow. Yeah, that is
but
a
sure.
huge.
Like to watch they still would have gone for it on 4th down. But still, to get it like that, incredible.
NBC26.com/Sports Showdown. That game, tonight's game will be up and running sometime tomorrow morning. So give us a chance to get that uploaded into the cloud, John. And we'll have that on the Sports Showdown dedicated page on NBC26.com. Do what? Upload it to the cloud.
Okay. All righty. I'm going to go home and do that now.
That's going to wrap it up for us, everyone. We appreciate you joining us tonight. You know, the weather wasn't great, but these two teams put on quite the performance. Congratulations to both teams. De Pere with a 21-16 win over West De Pere. For John Mino, I'm Ted Stefaniak saying so long, everybody. Good night from De Pere.
Tonight's Showdown Game of the Week on My 32 was brought to you by Bell & Health. Welcome to your healthiest life. Gallagher's Pizza, Italian food, Irish spirit. Lamers, the passenger professionals. Simon's Specialty Cheese. Experience the best of Wisconsin at Simon's Cheese, Little Shoe. McMahon's of Luxembourg. Cobus and Buses, family pride in every ride. And Gandrud Chevrolet, Wisconsin's #1 selling Chevrolet dealership.